My wife demanded, "Give me your $100,000 inheritance. My sister needs a starter home." I replied, "You're right, it's for family." Then I transferred the full amount to a trust fund in my own name and showed her sister the access denied letter, her panicked call from the bank. My grandmother passed away and left me $100,000. She'd been a school teacher her whole life and saved every penny. The money came with a handwritten note. "Use this to build your future, sweetheart." I hadn't even processed my grief when my wife Rachel brought it up at dinner. "So, about that inheritance," she said, cutting her chicken. "My sister Amy really needs help with a down payment." Amy was 29, worked part-time at a salon, and spent most of her money on weekend trips and designer purses. Last month, she posted photos from Miami. The month before, it was Las Vegas. "She's ready to settle down now," Rachel continued. "She just needs a little boost to buy a starter home." "A little boost? That's my entire inheritance. It's just sitting in your account doing nothing." "Amy's family. Don't you want to help family?" I thought about my grandmother working double shifts to save that money, about the years she drove the same beat-up car and wore the same 5 outfits to save for her grandchildren's futures. "You're right," I said. "It is for family." Rachel's face lit up. "Really? Oh, honey, thank you. Amy's going to be so happy." The next morning, I went to my bank and opened an irrevocable trust fund. All $100,000 went in, with me as the sole beneficiary. The money would be locked for 10 years, earning interest, building toward my actual future. Then I had the bank print out an official access denied letter explaining that the inheritance had been placed in a protected trust fund that couldn't be accessed or withdrawn by anyone. That evening, Rachel came home practically bouncing. "I told Amy the good news. She's already looking at houses." "Actually, there's been a change," I said, handing her the letter. She read it once. Then again, her hand started shaking. "What is this?" I transferred the money to a trust fund. "Like you said, it's for family. My future family needs it protected." "You can't do this. I already told Amy she could have it." "You told her she could have my grandmother's life savings without asking me first?" Rachel grabbed her phone and called Amy. I could hear the screaming through the speaker. "What do you mean it's in a trust? Get it out! I already put a deposit on a condo." My wife's face went pale. "You put a deposit down? With what money?" "I used my credit card. You said the money was coming." Rachel hung up and turned to me, furious. "She's going to lose that deposit. You have to fix this." "I don't have to do anything. You promised her money that wasn't yours to promise." The next day, Amy showed up at our house with bank papers, demanding I sign forms to break the trust. When I refused, she started crying about how unfair life was. "Your husband is ruining my future," she screamed at Rachel. "Maybe you should have considered your future before booking 3 vacations this year," I said calmly. Amy lost her $2,000 deposit. Rachel didn't speak to me for a week. Her whole family started calling me selfish and cruel at family gatherings. But here's what they didn't know. I showed the trust documents to my parents. My dad, who'd been skeptical of Rachel from day one, quietly paid for a lawyer to make sure the trust was completely bulletproof. 6 months later, Rachel filed for divorce. She tried to claim the trust fund in the settlement. The judge laughed and said inherited money in an irrevocable trust wasn't marital property. Amy's still renting. Rachel moved in with her. They lived together in a tiny apartment, both bitter about the $100,000 that got away. Meanwhile, that trust fund is growing. In 8 more years, it'll be worth over $140,000. Money my grandmother saved and I protected. My new girlfriend asked about it last week. I told her the whole story. "Good for you," she said. "Your grandmother trusted you with her legacy. You honored that." Exactly. Some people think family means giving everything away. My grandmother taught me that family means protecting what matters. What